for me.
Don't want to see it?
Yeah, see that?
It's a pigtail.
Mama kiss at the barbecue pigtail. She never bring me none of people.
No,
You eat it back? Come.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see from the title, it's going to be a sister story time. Before we get into the story time, let's do some housekeeping matters. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Next Jenna family. Hit the subscribe button because I bare nice from the channel, I bare craziness, to be honest, between me and Kimoy Rennies and Nene, me, Kimoy, Auntie Gucci, me, Kimoy, Grandma. Yeah, pretty much. Or me and my friends, and you can keep on me and Daniel, me and my podcast, me and everything. Speaking of my podcast, you guys should also subscribe to my podcast channel. I'm going to put the link in the description box below. Next Chat Podcast.
Sissy put birth control in there. Go on, I said, no, girl.
Not no time for me to go. That's how important thing.
Then I say, come like, jump on track.
Yeah. So, yes guys, so subscribe to my podcast channel. It's very informative. We just finished up a sex miseducation series and you can learn about masturbation, orgasms, foreplay, putting a region, everything.
Use two because one is uneven.
Yes. And if you are watching this video and you always watch and you don't subscribe yet, look if you're subscribing, and if you are, hit the bell so you can get all Next Gen notifications. Great. Ready. So, a lot of you guys always comment, oh, I love you and Kimoy. You guys are like, name a better duo. Love the sibling relationship, everything. And it's just like, and everything like this, I'll go and make it together.
Period.
But Mama Kita,
but
like,
the curtain, I'm like, shake it a shake. Oh, no, shake it a shake. Okay.
So guys, we're going to give you our sister story time about how we became close.
So should we give her? I want to give my account up back in the day.
Yeah, you can give your account and I give my account.
Because I feel like once 2016 we had a mutual thing, so there's no account. There's one.
Mutual.
Alright. Back in the day, I was very what's the word I would put?
Bitchy. That's the word you would do.
I was very bitchy, but Freddy. I was such a.
No, you're not Freddy, you know.
No, Freddy in terms of like I didn't want to break any rules.
Oh, I did judgy.
I was super judgment. Guys, like, when I think about how judgmental I was, it made me want to vomit in my own mouth. Period. Anyway, so me and Next weren't really close at all. I said not close at all to the point where like Next didn't know who Next did like, who she did there with. Like, you know how
we barely spoke.
Yeah, we barely spoke. Only time we would speak is like if we're going to bed and we'll be like, let's dominate, let's talk. Yeah. And like, in them time, they never even want to talk to them time. Like she would, when I say that, Kia would tell me basic stuff like anybody would come to me and say to me, say, you know, their sister killed somebody, and I would have to believe them because I never know that gal, yeah. No, not know that gal, yeah. Like the only thing that I can say that I genuinely knew that my just nobody wanted to get eaten and then something that's it. That's the only remorse I felt because at that time I never know her. So when she's like a boyfriend and then something they never know, like Kia would tell me something and I'll be like, Kia, why would you ever do that? And them time I was at the Brady one and I never make her feel bad like because school wasn't for you. I didn't say that.
I really don't know that.
Yeah, nobody make her feel bad, but as in but it was the Brady, so I was very nerdy and very cloak up.
Always studying.
Yeah, and so like even like if you didn't want to tell me, like say something happened at school, you guys do that at your school. When I got to high school, I'm not going to do that. When I go to high school, I'm not going to do that, and this used to go off. I'm not judgmental, so we just never
close. You're a brat.
Really?
You're a brat.
You have nothing in your eye, though.
True? Take it out.
It's stubborn, though. It's gluing.
You just see the
color. It's the glue.
The gum.
Voodoo. Yeah.
What's the next item?
Anyway, yeah, and then one time she did pierce her belly button. Guys, we say, so oh, we know nothing about that gal. One time Kia pierced her belly button, and we had the same room growing up. So I remember what happened, and I think the sheet ended up broke on my seat. Guys, someone must see Kia belly button pierced and start ball. And when me get the piercing, why did I start crying? I start crying. I'm like, Kia, why would you do that? No, I said, I've got to tell daddy. She's like, Kimo, you don't have to tell daddy. And I'm like, freaking out. When I start freaking out, I start having a panic attack. And I'm like, why am I having a panic attack? Because I'm telling you, that's how much we did always want to tell daddy every single thing. Because I feel that I'm not afraid of beating. And daddy used to always make it seem as if I can never do anything bad, I get beaten and everything. Kid never really care. Bad girl, she said. Bad like girl in my blues. Yeah, she don't have business. So we just weren't yeah, I was judgmental, very critical. I don't think I was understanding either.
She was mean.
I wasn't mean.
Not in like a thing, but things that you say.
Oh yes. Yeah, you know, let me say I don't think I've ever told you this, but how I stopped being mean to, because when I'm not gonna lie, growing up I didn't resent it at one point, because remember mommy and daddy gave me permission to beat me. Because when I was rude, I was super curious to take advantage of them. Realize say even if you do nothing, she wanna beat me. Like even something simple, she wanna beat me. I said no man, and I get like can't get rid of somebody start resent her. Then one time this somebody stopped teasing. Because one time when we get into an argument, I took my kid over the coast, my business, but myself like that my business. And we didn't know about our insecurity, and we make fun of our insecurity, and we start ball. And we start saying, I can't do this no more. We feel so bad, sissy poo. Like, sometimes I think what's my ball doing, I'm like, why would I say?
No way, keeping a thing going on there, because I never remember until now.
Yeah, but the thing is, I did it because I said, can I get another beat? I'm eat her. I'm gonna make her feel bad about what? She's like, what I said? I'm the eat girl. I didn't at one point.
I really like you, but I never ate you. Because you're my sister.
You ate because you were always a strong bully.
Yeah.
You were.
Yeah, because I have to instill fear.
No. No.
No, that's not why I was a bully. It's because daddy did bully me. So we just end up bullying you. Because guess what? You bully the small person, and then me come back and bully the smaller person.
Hurt people. And I feel like but you're not ready for that conversation.
Thoughts? Yeah, you're ready for it. That's for another day.
Thinking thoughts. Thinking. Yeah, but I think also because you were like the older one and daddy put so much responsibility on you, like you felt like you always had to be on your P's and Q's. So I feel like that's also why you were a bully. Because like you never want to go outside and you want everything.
Yeah, because if someone go outside and it would have been me. And then you're an ear girl,
never used to ear. I was a menace, you know.
Stick broken on people's ears. Stick broken our ears. And so like my account now, it's basically I was the only child at first, and then homegirl came out, and it's just like attention shifted from bare picture of me to pictures of me and this next girl, and I'm like, who is this whore? Like, what you is? You lesbian? Is you the police? What you is? So I'm like, I don't like this. And if you can look at like her earlier baby pictures, when she's like in her stroller, like I'm literally forcing myself beside her to get attention. When she's standing up, my arm older, and I mean almost all her pictures, just because I don't want attention that move from me. Because I had a good year and a couple months before homegirl came.
Pause. Also, you know, I would never agree, I was spoiled.
Yeah, you were.
I was very spoiled.
And the thing is, like, she clinged to mommy, and then I was to daddy. So then it's like, everybody have their own dynamic in the house.
Yeah.
And she just never listened, because she always gets away with everything that she used to do. Right? She never listened to the things. So like one morning when we were going to school, I wanted to make tea, and she didn't want to. Guys, mind you, there are 4 burners on the stove. Before she used something, she's like, I don't want to use the slow side. You know, black folks is about faster than the slow side?
Yeah. Which side of the stove is fast, or you got which side is slow?
One is the left.
No, it would be the right.
The right.
The right is the fast side, left is the slow side.
And so, I was using the right side. I said, make the tea up and bubble up. Homegirl starts frying her egg over my kettle. Yeah. Because she just never want to move. Like, she needs stubborn, like she just determined and everything.
As in, people will put the pot on the kettle top and I fry my egg.
And I fry her egg. Yeah. Because the kettle was hot. Yeah. Anyway, so then I started getting annoyed, and the thing is, our cousin used to live with us at the same time. So cousin used to laugh at me and her always fighting. But I mean, all a fight, like physical fight.
That's how we end up broke the closet door.
Yeah, that's how they end up loosening the back door, and then you have to change the lock and everything, come when they pop it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember one time he want to eat and slap her.
Yeah, then time we just have bust breast now and he has listen,
guys, WWE, World War III, everything.
Not on we.
Not on we. Cause just in an older
Smackdown. Like me just a little kick here with the elbow, you know. On the chair underneath, and I think that joke. Yes. Yes, and when I clean my side of the room.
Yeah, because we share the same room, so she cleaned her side of the room, and then when daddy come down and say, just clean everything, because since you only clean one side of the room, you know, and because she was always the cleaner one.
Malice for days, like malice.
We not talk, we not always, nobody not, we all scar each other.
Yes! Like, remember the time when one time I brush my teeth, and like, you know, I go brush my teeth at the same time in the morning to get ready, and I catch water to go, keep spitting on my hand in the water. Go to the girl, yeah. And then that will always, when our sister will live love in ugly one another.
Up to this day,
better hug than that.
I have to hug properly. Up to this day, make him really hug though.
Yeah. No, say I love you. I love you.
Yo, we were always fighting until Daddy just did sick. At one point, Daddy was just like, what was something wrong with me or something wrong with Uno?
Yeah.
Like, Daddy started to question himself because he's like, Uno can't be this bad. And he's like, at the end of the day, Uno always having a sister and always have each other.
I never care about that.
Never care about that.
I never care. I say if we not have she, we not have she. Period.
Because who couldn't wait to grow up and left house and can't talk to nobody.
And oh, me I move up, me at 18.
Girl, listen to me.
I'm 22. 22.
Guys, I'm 23. I wanted to move out a long time. From I was 16.
Girl, 200.
What's sure?
200. I'm gonna still be here 200.
But in all that fighting though, the only time we actually like come together are when we have to be confederated, Daddy.
Yeah.
That was the only time. And we used to have like secret language, so we used to chat then in the secret language. Or a secret language didn't even consist of words.
Just action.
Just action and eye contact.
So it's like
it's like we still do it now, but not as much. Like now we actually use words.
We do it around people, like when we don't really want to talk.
Yeah, we don't really want to talk loud, just say.
Yeah.
And then, but the worst part about it is when something is like so complicated, like,
huh? Yeah.
Remember this one? And you're like, I'm cool?
I'm cool. And you're like, no. Someone said, me and Daddy cool?
No, I'm saying. And then she's just like, what do you mean? And I'm like, me a jacket.
Yeah.
So you know, you put on your jacket. Anyway.
Yeah.
So that was the worst of days. I mean, I started to tell her like some stuff, like in university, but they still never understand because like, even though we're like a year apart or grades.
I want to say finger.
What do you mean? I'm gonna show you a long time to get the blood shot.
You never show me?
I'm gonna say that after. Yeah, so even we were like a year apart, we were like what?
2 grades.
I think it's 3 because when I was in first, I was in fourth form, you were in first form.
Because I did repeat, because we were 2 grades and then I did repeat and it's 3. Yeah.
So we're 3 grades like apart.
Yeah, for true.
And she still never understand. So you know, like we were just like we talk here and there, but we never really talk.
Yeah.
Until 2016, all hell just life just changed for the better. I'm gonna say better in that moment.
Yeah.
So guys, you must be wondering what happened in 2016. In 2016, I was just finishing up my first year of university. Yeah, I was like, what, 18?
17, 18?
17, 18, March. Because it was like in July, after my birthday. Yeah, so my father decided that he's gonna move. And he's gonna take her with him, meaning like go to a different country. So, you know, we always talked about it, but it was just like, nah. Like, because we talked about it from like, what, you're in first one?
Yes.
From first one, I'm like, if you're not married, that not happen. So she had just graduated from Immaculate. And that was like packing bag and making up something. So we said,
I want to keep that stuff.
I
try to understand. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Kind of permit name grants. You know, look at
that. That actually no mama kids and nobody that's a take. Anyway, so when we go away, we went abroad, right? When we go away.
We were talking about before that. So before that, me and Kim were just talking all the time. I was talking about, oh my god, when you go away, and we just started doing like, we never really did lots of things, but we're talking more than talk. Yeah, when I talk when we go back, guys, when I came back down, the suitcase that I brought was literally like, majority of the clothes for Kia. If I buy something for myself, but I want to say it, girl. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so then, you know, me and Kim actually saved each other's number now. Yes! We started following each other on Instagram and Twitter. We never follow each other on social media, nothing like. We said, alright, so you know, we're keeping contact because she's going to be. And I got the out here, so you know, when they were leaving, my ball. When she left, guys, my ball. But the thing is, they never actually left. They went on the nuts for go down on Mobile to take them flight. Yeah. And then on the journey, like you went text. Facts. Yeah. So like when I was up there now, obviously because I had to like uproot my whole life, never know nobody, never have no friend at start. You know, so me and Nettie just always depend on the phone, like always on video call. By the way, guys, I had like a little peanut phone from
XY company and the battery did swell up.
So she have to plug in her phone just to talk to me.
Yes, the phone had to stay plugged in. And I tell you, every minute me I call Kia like, me not a friend school, me I go home and tell Kia about what happened, so and so. Me tell all when me and Kia have nothing to talk about, we are talk. I don't have nothing to talk about, we are talk.
Just send me pictures of the things that she had got to mall go buy. And how, you see when she came back, like for that brief period, we were like twins. She have a shirt and I have a shirt too.
Yes.
Same pants,
same sneakers,
same everything.
Yes.
Which is very similar.
Fact. And like when I came back, like you know, my girl, like money for in charge of money and stuff like that and so and so. And me not really make people do that. But anyway, so I feel like because I was up there and like I didn't really have many friends when I was up there, so it's like I felt like I was, you know, not really myself when I was up there. So it's like I had no choice but to speak to somebody that was familiar. So I was like, I'm gonna continue to speak to Kia. I mean, let me talk to that girl, you know what I say? You know, and then also we started communicate about like, you know, you text, so we had to communicate more like when I was coming back.
And then you started making friends and you started talking about your friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little boo, hey boo. Yeah, get a little
Is he watching this?
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's my fave boo. Like he's my fave of her boos.
First of all, period, and that's for her. But yeah, and then we got a little boo, and then what else?
We don't know, girl. We just would always talking, so then it just became this thing where we grew so close, and Daddy was like, "No, man." So sister could live loving.
But it was starting too loving now, so that is like how we confederate.
We get too close, so then Daddy was like, "Oh, so when I team up against you, we don't tell each other everything." Like guys, we were so close that if you wanted to know something about Kimoy, Daddy would have to ask me. And if Daddy wanted to know something about me, he would have to ask Kimoy. Like, that's how close we were.
But the thing is, even though we were close, you still didn't tell me like everything. Because remember, the thing is that we only became close in. So we only became close when I went away. So even though like I was close, remember there were certain things they never told me until I came back, because you had to see like how we were when we were actually in person.
That's true.
I remember the we tell me about, and you're like, really? We never did know. We just tell it. I'm say, yeah.
And remember when we go to the airport and we wait on Kimoy for hours.
Yeah.
And she was the last person to come off the plane.
At the airport picking up her inside the peak. The airport peak.
And guys, when we link up at the airport, once we are up. Like that was one of my happiest moments. Like we never think we could have so happy for Kimoy. And she was only gone for like a year. So imagine she gone longer.
That means some more kids.
That one didn't sick.
Yeah, but I feel like also why we became so close is because like growing up we were like super emotional, and you know we just did very cool and close and so on and so on and so. So like Nate had to like teach me how we never know to communicate. You see, me is a girl love keep malice, because one thing about me, something upset me, I just eat that now I talk to somebody, and that's just it. And like Shapo raise up and say, girl, and I saw it go. Nothing wrong good with the cause, nothing nice about a girl, you know. She's like, I saw it go, girl, you know, communicate and so on and so. But you know it's very hard to communicate when you're upset, but like I had to try. And like she had to teach me about like, you know, subjective and objective thinking.
That's true. Like, you see the thing is, guys, even though me and Kimoy became close when she was up there, like when she came back, it was like a different type of closeness, meaning we had more like in-person conversations, we start talking about. So like now, we don't malice, you know?
We don't.
And we don't argue either.
Like we had a big argument on the day and he said, stop talking to me. Remember when we up and somebody scream at you the night?
Oh yeah, one night she shows at me, and then the thing is I didn't even react.
She didn't, just went to bed and
next day. Sleep, and next day she asked me something, and I'm like, I'm done with you.
Yeah, like I'm done with you.
Oh, I bought her food, and I was like, this is the last time I ever do for you. And
I'm like, I can't do this. So I had to apologize, and I was like,
and
you know.
About it. And but most of that when I really, I didn't even remember that one because it's so rare.
Yeah, same like how I had to raise her about, because next time this dirty style, or she only tells people when she feel like it. So we have to raise her about that too, even though you get raised up from before. But we have to raise her up again. And what else did he teach? Did he teach me something there? But he just I'm trying to forget it.
Sorry.
About your anxiety.
Oh yeah, I had to teach her about I had to learn about my anxiety first, and I had to teach her. At first, I'm telling you guys, when I was being anxious, she was just like, oh my god, she's
like Kimoy being so extra, like
and then I feel, but that was like probably like 2 years ago though.
Yeah,
you know, we've been better since. And I feel like the strength of our relationship really comes from us talking.
Yes,
literally, because if I said something to Kimoy and she don't like it, she was like, you're invalidating my
feelings. Yeah.
And that's and I'm like, and I thought I could talk to you, even though you know we can't talk to you. And then I'm like, oh, you know, then we like think back on it, and they were like, oh, you know, it's true.
That's
I was invalidating your feelings. Or sometimes she do something, and I'm like, you know, say ungrateful.
Yeah.
Like how we talk to each other, like nobody no sugarcoat down. Most important thing is we don't like each other because the other person not gonna know.
Fact.
And then she knows that I'm lying when she asks me a question, I'm just not answer.
Yeah.
So when I want to lie, I'm just not answer. It's just like, oh.
Kia, I'm lying when she asks me a question and I say, why? anytime I say why I shouldn't online, but the thing is that I always tell me, because we don't show because very local, even like if something happen, you'll be like, Kimmy, you're acting very entitled right now, I'm not like that, and whatever.
That's true. And if I'm doing something, well, and then like, guys, I'm really lazy. So like, if I'm not doing something, or if, you know, something where I'm just, you know, around the house every day, before like she understood like my anxiety at first. When I was just like sitting around and not doing anything, she was like, you know, you can put a little more effort into this, you know, I'm not gonna ask you for all of this because I know you're not that type. But then like, now that I go to like work and, you know, she see me come home and I'm tired, we don't really have those talks
anymore. I'm like the housewife.
Yeah, and I'm
the breadwinner.
The breadwinner. I go outside and I do the thing.
Yeah.
Even when I wasn't working as well, she never really put that pressure because she knew that I was always like brainstorming, thinking about stuff, how this can be better, how that can be better.
And the thing is, I didn't, cause as I said, I didn't really know that like you not doing work or not wanting, it doesn't mean you're lazy. Like, as I say, anxiety or this or that, because you see when a girl, you know, overwhelmed, now whenever she does sleep, Kill gets up right now and next 10 minutes she's sleeping again because she's so tired. And I would equate to her being lazy or whatever. I'm just like, I never understand.
Yeah, like right now, guys, at first, when I was sleeping, she would come and she's like, I'm just sleep the entire day and you're not even washing any dishes. When I'm having like anxiety like moments or anxiety periods, I literally cannot do anything. And when I'm sleeping, she always come and she check and she say, okay. Or if she see me walk inside, she's you know, she pause out here for a little bit. Yeah. And then she come and then she's like, okay, I noticed that you're anxious and I noticed this.
But you know what, I have to commend you on though, the other day you were like, this was before you did quit your job, you were like pissed about something that happened. And like, I don't remember what happened, I did like go in the room to you and you did snap at me. I'm gonna tell you something, I like that.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
That's another thing. When the person snap at you, like old man just say, you know, Kimmy was like, you know, and then me I take it up, I'm gonna say something wrong with you.
Yeah.
So let's go outside and when me come back, you're trying to talk.
Yeah, I'm always saying before me disrespect you. That's the thing, you know, care out before me disrespect you, and then you said to me say, you know, I apologize, there's something happened, I'm gonna take it up on you. But now you said to me say, Kimoy, I'm just not in the mood to talk right now. I'm gonna say, respect it. I respect that.
One thing about us, we finna apologize. Like, when we see something wrong, and I feel like because we weren't raised in a house that was emotional and like expressing feelings was so weak, we grew up like so cold, and it took us like unlearning, well, me mostly unlearning all of these things and then have to come back and teach lots. But
I feel like also why it worked is because I wanted to learn. Because if I didn't want to learn, then we would still have the same relationship.
That's true. And you know, we have like support. Everybody understand like our roles. That's true. But then we also understand other people's roles. So if Kimmy can do something, then I say, alright, like if she leaves the house for like a couple of days, I say, okay, I'll clean as best as I can. Yeah. And then she come back and she's like, girl, yeah. Even though I'm not the person who cleans, because to be honest, I don't like cleaning. Right? I like a clean place, but I just don't like cleaning, and I don't really make messes because I don't clean. She does, and
that's the thing. I'm gonna mess up the entire place, you know. The entire place, anything that mash up in this house and dirty is me.
Yeah, like because I know I don't like cleaning, I don't mess up no place. Facts. And so we understand each other's roles and we also understand the other person's roles. So like I usually always cook, and then when we start get tired, she start cook and now she just take over the cooking.
Yeah, and the thing is also like even talking about like religious stuff or praying around each other, crying around each other,
praying. Like even if we're praying, we're always praying in our minds. Like the other day we started praying out loud, we started talking about religious things. Yeah. I feel like it's just coming stages.
Used to hide and ball. No, only hide and ball when I can't. Cause you see now, I hide and cry because I can't when the next time I question them. Cause she be like, Kim, what happened, man, talk to me.
No, but if you want to start ball, she instantly start ball. I cry more than she cried.
And that's so weird because you weren't usually like that. When I say Kim cry for everything now, no, it's not a bad thing.
When I'm crying, I always walk up and she can't see it. So I walk out crying and thinking, yeah! She didn't know, so she start ball. Yeah. And then she's like, want you? And then she's like overbearing with like so many questions, but we can't say because we the.
So that's why I always hide and ball, because at first, before we were close, I used to hide and ball because I wasn't comfortable. No, I hide and ball because we're too comfortable. We can't really want ball questions. But
the thing is, you're always doing the other person just doing ball.
Yeah.
So then walk out and them act like nothing around.
Yes! Or Kia was like to me say, but just come by, you know.
Yes, and I'm like, a joke. Or you come. You know something about my room like 20 minutes ago?
Or we say, ever just one ball, and you say, yeah, girl, I got a football. And I said, that was me last time. That's it over, just one ball. She said, I got a football, I got a football.
I got a football.
They will reflect and say, but where are they about for true though?
Yeah, but the thing is, and what I really respect is that we give each other time.
That's true.
So even though, like, Kimmo is the type of person she want to know instantly, and I'm the type of person I wait until you come to me and talk about it. Yeah. Or if it's like really, really bad, and I know, like, Because we know each other. So when I know when it's bad for her, I'm saying, no man, Kimo, this is not you.
And the thing is, a lot of people and a lot of friendship dynamics that you have, they may think that like, if you don't address you personally, if you don't address something, that means they don't care. This one is a processor. Like if something happens, she's not going to act on it at the same time. She's going to sit down, she's not going to talk about it, she's not going to whatever. She might come to you a day, a week, or whatever, but that's her. I think sometimes, you know, I'm not like,
more than
like,
understand. Like with other people, like outside people, I take a week, 2 weeks. With her, I take a day because we're in the same house. Enough time. Or when we wrong each other, when I'm ready to start, we're just gonna take somebody else. You know, say the girl.
Yeah.
You know, say the girl.
You can't believe say Kia.
You can't believe say the one Kima is she.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, people are like, I used to just talk to her, and they were like, well, no, just talk first.
Like. And the thing is, I used to check like when daddy say, oh no, sister, only have each other. I used to be like, yeah, but like it's
literally because when even before she came down, I was doing so many things for her. So like when she came down, she could have just move, like process into life easily.
Yeah.
Get her TRN for her, sign up, enroll in a UTech, go down there, collect a letter, pay your fees, everything. Like so when she came, she literally just went to school.
Fact. And I feel like also that's why like no certain things that I just don't even matter to me. It's like even if like let's say for example I'll $1,000, I'm going to be in the house and they say $1,000, I'm not mind girl because I'm just like at the end of the day.
Like, you know long working my $7,000?
People.
And she never asked for it because when she ready for it and she said, you know, someone really $7,000 make her.
Yeah. But I think even though, even if I do ask for it, there's always so many things that I'm just like, I mean.
Yeah, or sometimes I'm leaving the house, I'm gonna have $2,000, I left $1,000 for you, I'm gonna say, buy whatever you buy, me just buy my $1,000 on the road.
Or like, remember the time you left me for like, I think it was like 4 days, every day. I think Sunday she didn't bring home food. And then the next day she didn't bring home money. The next I'm like, girl,
I kept coming back to give her stuff.
I'm like, you left me with like money. Why you gonna come back and give me food? But yeah.
No, I feel like because over the years we've realized that no matter who, we've always had each other.
Yeah.
So I don't think, like, to be honest, my friends don't have me like Kimo have me.
Period.
Daddy don't have me like Kimo have me. Like all the people like in her family that you see in her videos don't have me like Kimo have me.
Period.
And I literally am the type of person, my sister say, you know, so the person at school, I'm coming up at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, and at the end of the day, my sister know that if she call me, I drop everything and I'm showing up. And so because we know that we're like that person, the only thing about Kimo I hate right now is that she don't answer her phone. Like, the other day I was filling up a next of kin and I had to call one of my friends.
You had to put somebody else?
Yes.
Oh.
I took it off. And it's because that same day I was calling you like 8 times and you did not answer.
Did they really want to know where Tori?
Yeah. Yeah. When I'm from Tori, she not answer.
I was on the road. Who was going to phone for her them TV?
Guys, I have to call somebody else to get to her. Always.
Whatever.
Always.
Whatever.
But
only thing I like about Netanya, I'm gonna tell these people. Netanya, she loved out herself. And sometimes I can't bother with that. I'm not like, well,
she hates it. Like, she really trusts my feet.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's all you guys need to know about us. Period.
And at the end of this, I don't like this girl. You guys
at the end of the day, we don't really like each other. So, even though you hear all the love, we have to stay we don't like each other to keep it with friends. Because
I don't know what they say.
If we start moving mushy emotional, place broke though. No more vibes, nothing.
No vibes in this.
No vibes in this. Guys, so I hope you enjoyed that story time. I hope the audience enjoyed it as well because he looks very intrigued. Remember to subscribe to my channel on my way to 10K.
But you know, so like legit you're at 7.85, I think.
Yeah.
We're not going to say
because like just like 2 days ago we're like at what 7.5 or something, 2-3 days ago. Anyway, so I'm not going bad. So guys, share this video. Well, you know, share the video. The video is sister talk, sister chat. We don't know what they name it yet.
Sister.
Never knew how much I missed her. Subscribe.
Corvette. J like that is J like that.
Period.